Okay, so hello everyone. Today we will be solving LeetCode's POTD, which is alternating groups 2. Okay, so as you can see, the problem number is 3208. Okay, so it is marked as a medium one. Now let's just try to read the description and solve it. Okay, so yeah, so there is a circle of red and blue tiles. Okay, you are given an array of integer colors and an array and an integer k. Okay. So the color of tile I is represented by colors I. Okay, just a second. So, yeah. So the color color at the I mean 0 means that the tile I is red. Okay. So 0 means red, and if the color is 1, it means that the tile is blue. So an alternating group is every k contiguous tile in the circle with an alternating colors. Each tile group except the first and the last one has different color from its left and right tiles. So return the number of alternating groups. Okay. So let me just tell you the description brief. Okay. Okay, so what we need to solve is that we are given colors array and we need to find the groups, alternating groups, which is of size k. Okay, so as we know that the tiles or the array is circular, so we need to adjust it like that. Okay, so let me just do the try run for you. Okay, so as you can see in the first example itself. Okay, so this is how we represent. Okay, it is just a representation. Here 0 means 0 index and 1 means 1, so it's like given like that. Okay, representing the color, like 0 means red and 1 means blue. So as you can see here also, 1 is blue and 0 is red. Okay. Yeah, so the first alternating group is 0, 1, 2, because as you can see the size is k, which is 3. So this will be, this has 3 elements and they are alternative. Okay, so the next window is 1, 2 and 3. Okay, in this case also the size is 3 and they are alternative. Okay, in the third window, as you can see here, the size is also 3 and the colors are alternative, like it's red, blue and red again. Okay, so the output will be 3 right here. The output is 3. Okay, so let me just show you this example also. Okay, so this is the colors array and this is the size of the group. Okay, so yeah, so the first group is starting from here: 3, 4, 5, 6, 0 and 1. Okay, it has 6 elements in it: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so this is the group, first group. Okay, now coming to the second group, it's 4, 5, 6, 0, 1 and 2. Okay, this is the group 2. This is the group 2. And in this case, like in the example C3, we can see that there is no such group. which is alternative and has the size k. Okay, so the answer in this case will be 0. Okay, so let's just discuss what things we observed. Okay, first thing we know that the array is circular. Okay, so we in these kinds of question we can just add the elements of the same array to itself. Okay, so what does it help with? That uh, it gives the illusion of that the array is circular. Okay, like in this case, as you can see, in this case we were starting from 3 and we were coming back to 1. Okay, so this means circularity. So how can we achieve this? Okay, let me just show you how we can do it. Okay, so there are elements 0 to 6 in it. Okay, and the window size is k, right? So if we're standing at the index 6, we need how many elements more? Like 1 we have, we need 5 more. So we can add these starting 5 elements which are 0, 1. Okay, we can just, so we can add these elements at the back of the given array. Okay, so as you can see, here are the elements. By doing this, we don't need to worry about array out of bound and all, and it's give us the like functionality of a circular array. So okay, so in these kinds of cases we can do it. Okay, so let me just do the diagram for you, then things will be more clear to you. Okay, so at starting, I will be here, j will be here. Okay, so what happens, like, let me just show you the code. Okay, so how we check that if it's alternating or not? Okay, so if the previous, if suppose we are standing at here, and if the previous one it's not equal to the current one, which means that it's an alternating one, right? So what we do in this case, like here these are not same. Okay, so we move forward, right? So j comes here. Okay, so now also we check that if this 0 is it equal to 1? No. So in this case we move j. Okay, so now see here, this 0 is equal to the 0. Okay, I mean the j minus 1 is equal to j. So in this case it's not alternative. Okay, it's not alternating. So what do? We start I from here and we move j, right? So j comes here. Okay, so now what do? We start iterating again. Okay, so in this case, as you can see, it's not equal, so we move j, right? So j comes here. Now again we check it's not equal, so we move j, right? J comes here. Then again we can see it's not equal, so we move j, right? So j comes here, and still you can see that it's not equal, so we move j. Okay, so when j comes here, and our I is here. Okay, we also need to check one thing, that if this window size is equal to k or not. Okay, so how can we check it? Like if j minus I plus 1, if it's equal to k. Okay, if it's equal to k, then we got a window. Okay, so in this case we can do the count plus plus. Okay, so like how can we check? Okay, let me just show you. Just a second. So we have 8 and we have 3. So 8 minus 3 plus 1, what we will get? We will just get 6. Okay, and what is the window size? It's 6, so we got our first window. Okay, it's the first window. In this case, we move the I and j simultaneously. So as you can see, I comes from here to here and j comes from here to here. Okay, in this case, we move I also. Okay, so our I is here and our j is here. Okay, and you can see that it's alternate because these both are not equal, right? J and j minus 1 are not equal. So okay, so in this case we check this, okay, if the window size is equal to k or not. And in this case, as you can see, 9 minus 4 plus 1. Okay, so what is 9 minus 4? 9 minus 4 is 5, and when we do plus 1 it becomes 6. So 6 is equal to 6, right? So we do count plus plus, right? Okay, so let me just erase it. So yeah, so we move again j and I both. Okay, here I will also be moved, so I will come here. Okay, so now you can see that it's not alternating because we have 0 before and we have 0 here also. So in this case, what happens? The window shrinks, I comes here and j moves forward. Then again, window will start building, but as the window won't be the size of k, right? This is the only window, and when we move j, we go out of bound. So what was the count? It was, we've only found two windows, right? First window and the second window. So the count will be 3 in this case, which was the example of example number 2. Like this was the example. Okay. So here is how we can achieve it, right? Okay, so the code is very simple. If the if it's not alternating, we just initialize I equal to j and we do the j plus plus, right? And if we found our window, what do? We just increase the count, and we also increase the I. Okay, so this was the dry run. Let me just show you the code also, right? There's one more thing to note, that we are not appending the whole array. Like, okay, we are appending only that much which is needed. Okay, because like I have told here also that we need one element from here and 5 elements from here to complete the 6 elements, right? So we only append that much. Okay, let me just show you in the code how we are doing it. Okay, so we have taken the t as a temporary one and IDS is also here temporary. So what are we doing here? We are just initializing it with k minus 1. So t will run k minus 1 times and we append that much elements at the back of it, right? Okay, so we are not modifying colors here because it's a given data and we shouldn't be modifying it because that's not a good practice. Okay, then we calculate its size, we initialize I, initialize j will be starting from 1 because we need to check the previous element, right? Okay, so here we are seeing that if it's not alternating, we are starting I with j, and if it is alternating, like we are just increasing the size of j, and if the size becomes equal, then we are just increasing the count. As you can see here, we are just increasing the count and we are moving the I also. Okay, so at last what we are doing, we are just returning the count. Okay, so yeah, that was the dry run of it, and as you can see, the code is running fine. You can also do optimize things, but yeah, this solution is more intuitive and easy to implement, so we are not going that way. Okay, so yeah, so thank you everyone, have a nice day ahead, and yeah, that's all for this question.